Good morning, everybody. Talon here from Spirit Tail Farms. It's been a busy couple of days. I got Mr. Riot moved over here to the other side of the property where my doe's pen is. I pretty much switched him out with my does. Isn't working out very well. Should have just carried it. My babies found a hole over here that they're scooting underneath the fence with. I got to fix. Of course, I'm gonna have to clean up the mess over here first. But a piece of wire that'll go over it. Get by these tree branches. All right. Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, other than they can jump over it, that's the only problem I'm having with it. Right here, my steel post is, can't exactly pull it out of the ground. More of a mess I gotta clean up. Really need to. There's food over there, baby. Do some of this barbed wire. Monster! Ugh. Silly kitties. Really not a fan of barbed wire around my house. At all. All right. I'm tired. The last 2 days, I have tore down the chicken coop run, moved Riot, moved the culverts over where I needed them, weed-eated, and now I'm in the process of burning leaves and walnuts in the area that was my chicken coop run. Just a little fire. I didn't want it huge. Didn't need it huge, not right here. So it's just pretty much just the little tiny stuff that's just such a pain in the butt just to pick up. I was like, nah, I'm gonna rake it all into a pile and set it on fire. So it's been burning all day. I've had to put, it's probably been like 6 or 7 wheelbarrows full. Just slowly adding it at a time. The big stuff I'm throwing over the fence. And one of these evenings, I'll have a huge bonfire. I still got a little bit more to move out of the yard. It's not necessarily it can be seen. It's underneath the trees, so it's just going to be just a pain in the backside to do it. Oh, what else have I done? Whew. Yeah, it's definitely been a couple of long days. But I've got about almost everything almost sorted. I've got a pile of okay wood that can be reused. I've got another pile I need to go through. And anything that's rotten in that pile will go over the fence. I've moved my riding lawnmower gathered all the chicken wire into one spot so it's not everywhere. Of course, I still need to figure out something to do with it. Oh, what else have I done? Whew. I don't know. I'm definitely tired. But just so everybody knows, everything I do and then I post it, nothing's pre-recorded. I record for like 2 days, 1 to 2 days, maybe 3 days, depending on what project it is. And then I go through and edit it and all that. So yeah, that's why videos get posted a little more often than probably most people would. I haven't set a schedule yet because I don't live by a schedule. I just do. My brain just does. And it never slows down. Trust me, it just always, something's always turning, and it can get annoying sometimes. Absolutely get annoying. But yeah. We'll get some more of this done, get this cleaned up, and of course I still don't know really what to do with the area other than I'm fencing it off for the horses. I thought about maybe turning it into a hay feeder stall of some sort. I'm just not sure how to accomplish that with a round bale, because you always get like the bottom 8 inches of it. That's bad. My hay guy said I'm in Kansas, so they don't store the round bales in barns around here. They're stored on the ground in rows. So the bottom of the bale's always gotten wet, mushy, brown, black, whatever you want to call it on the bottom. It always does that. So unless I had him unwrap the bale and then we slop that off outside so I can deal with it, and then we put the good hay in there, that might work. But like right now, their hay feeder sat out in the pasture all winter. So you're talking from probably, I think I moved it out there in October. So from October till now, that's where I've been putting the hay. And it's like 2 feet deep out there. Because we were just getting enough rain that it was soaking underneath the bale. And it was so wet, I couldn't move it. I don't have a tractor. If I had a front loader or something, I could actually grappling something to go in and grapple the hay and pull it out of there for a new bale. That would be ideal. But unfortunately, it's only me. And I can't afford a nice little, $20,000 tractor right now. It's just not going to happen. So everything I do is either hire it out, which is what I'm doing with the dirt, the pasture. Because it would take me like 5 years to go through that dirt. A wheelbarrow by wheelbarrow. There's that much dirt. And I was like, nah. It's like this chicken coop. I really need to find... I'm gonna have to hunt around. Maybe Seth knows where I can get a truckload of sand. This chicken coop, the inside of this chicken coop, the dirt floor is 8 inches lower than the outside ground, especially in the front. When I rebuilt it, I put a board, a big, thick, heavy-duty board that I could barely move. I put across the front, and then built the new wall off of that. And of course, so it's like an 8-inch step that you step. I'll show it to you here shortly. But you step into it, you go up on the rocks, step down, and then you have a step, and then a step in. That concrete step wasn't there a couple years ago. And I put all my chicken cages in here for the winter time. And I kid you not, I was carrying the big plastic dog cage. I had netting and all sorts of stuff in it. I stepped off that 8-inch step right into a hole a chicken had dug that I did not know was there. And I kid you not, the dog kennel got thrown and I hit the ground. And fast. It was, it was like, boom, done. I was done. And I'm here by myself, you know, and I sat there and I thought about it and I'm like, really, really think about it. And I was just in low-cut tennis shoes. And I hobbled my way to the house and hobbled my way onto the couch and took my shoe off and my sock off. And I kid you not, I had, you know, those blue racket balls? I had such a blown out spot on the top side of my foot that was bright purple. I'll see if I can find some pictures here and toss a couple up. And I sat there and I put ice on it and I sat there and I was like, Send the pictures to my daughters and I'm like, should I go to the emergency room? And of course, both of them were like, yes, go to the emergency room. Of course, my right foot, mind you, I'm here by myself. I drove myself to town with my left foot, 10-mile ride, so 20 minutes to town, across town to the ER. They were watching me at the ER. They watched me pull in, and you can kind of see out the windows right there as you pull into our emergency room. And they're watching me hobble in, and they're like, what did you do? I'm like, well, found a hole. So, of course, x-rays, and they're like, well, you need to get a hold of the ortho surgeon and, you know, get in there. So they took an x-ray, but they're like, well, we don't see anything broke. I'm like, yeah, that's what worries me is you don't see anything broke. Because they only took a picture of my ankle, mind you. So, next day I call the ortho and set up an appointment and go in there and he's like, sending you for an MRI. I'm like, okay. And I never want another MRI. My foot pulsed for like 4 days after that MRI. I mean, it felt like there was just boop, boop, boop in it. And it just drove me absolutely insane. I just never want another MRI. That's the weirdest, creepiest, nope. But anyways, he gets the MRI back and I go in for that next appointment. He's like, well, stay off your foot. I'm like, he's like, you broke 2 bones in your foot. I was like, you're joking. So needless to say, I fell over sideways on my foot so hard, it broke the bones on the inside of my foot. Yeah, so I had a boot on pretty much for about 12 weeks. And I mean, it's not right now. It's definitely not right now. But yeah, I was like, So I don't want to do anything that's going to get me hurt again. So I got to be real careful about what I build and how I go about doing any of this. But I think right now I'm just going to get the fence up, let them in here. The goats are going to, of course, eat the lower branches of these trees. They're just mulberry trees. I was like, mulberries? I'm like, I'm just going to let them grow. They're on the outside of my chicken coop. What does it matter? So we'll see which ones they kill, and if they kill them, I'll just cut them down at the ground and call it good. But maybe they'll survive and they'll get big. But yeah, it's definitely, when I first moved here, I got stitches in my ear. Yep, that was another fun one. That one cost me $300 though. That kind of hurt. You know, you get the dolly smacks you in the side of the head and it filleted my ear open from top to bottom. I was like, yeah. So yeah, when I get injured, I get injured. There's no question about it. So I try to think of every scenario that's possible so I don't get injured. Which is what I have to do. Maybe one day I will have a man in my life that can help me out, but as of right now, it's just me. And, you know, of course, the lazy bums that are laying all over the place are no help. None. Just no help. I try. Oh boy. See, brain gets going and it just doesn't stop. I might be a little undiagnosed ADHD. Just a little bit. You know, I've just had enough self-control that my brain just goes there. You know, living by myself, I can do whatever I want and nobody has to question the weird things that I may or may not do, which is okay by me. It really is. I don't know, it's gonna take a special guy to come into my life. I'm not joking, because I'm 11 years divorced now. And I don't know, I can't see myself living with anybody else. I can't. I enjoy the peace. I enjoy the quiet. You know, baby's yelling, of course, but I don't have somebody in my ear constantly for any reason whatsoever. You know, and I can choose to talk to people if I want, and I do. You know, I got a few friends. Not that anybody comes over, because they're all out of state, which works for me, because then I don't have to expect anybody, I don't have company. You guys tear up my pile, we're gonna have a problem. I stacked a bunch of limbs and stuff on the pallets I didn't want the kids climbing on, and now I got everybody scratching their heads on it. There's nothing to eat there. It's just sticks sitting on top of pallets. Goats. Yeah, they're so much fun most of the time. I don't mind them. But they do get under my skin every now and then, have to say. Oh yeah, Neely's just tearing apart my pile over there. I can't have anything nice. Everybody's running like there's something to eat on it. Oh, goodness, let's go check this out. See, I can't do anything without you guys trying to destroy it. You know that's not for you, right? That's for me to move further out in the pasture to burn later. Yeah. It's gonna destroy it. Neely, that's not cool. You just pulled all those branches off. Why? Why did you do that? And you're just gonna walk off? Shimmy, get down. Looks like I'm gonna have to take care of some low branches, because I do not want them on this fence. Oh, she's standing. Oh, she's got it figured out. She's not standing on the fence, she's standing on the cross beam for the steel post. Smart goat. Stinker. Squeak! Squeak! Oh, shut up. Gotta put her 2 cents in, and he's gotta put his 2 cents in. Oh, goodness. But anyways, other than my pile of wood there, this is where the chicken run was. My chicken coop. Which is all cleaned out now. No more chicken coop run. Burning walnuts. Little stuff. I got some more little stuff to put in it. My chicken coop. That's a piece of steel. It's not just tin, that's steel. It's probably about 300 pounds. That's up against that back wall. It was laying flat. I had barely could get it up to do that with it, so I got lucky. Of course, I got a hen sitting on eggs right there, and I'm pretty sure some of them are rotten. But there's the step. I came down. You see the concrete there. I just dumped some dirt there. But underneath, just right in that corner, the chickens had dug out this corner right here. That corner. They dug out a hole that was about 8 inches deep right in that corner. And when I stepped down in that, my foot went sideways. And that kennel got thrown. Everything in it got thrown. You know, so yeah, I was definitely not a happy camper at that point in time. That was definitely very, very bad. But I need to get out of here. That's a rooster went through. We were catching roosters. A rooster went through that. Broke the glass. He went right through it. I was like, what the hell? So I need to pull out the rest of the glass. I got a piece of screen up right there now, but I got to pull out the glass there and get a piece of wood or something else in it. But I totally rebuilt this chicken coop. Of course, now I need to go through and actually replace the roof. I mean, you could see holes everywhere. The wood's rotten. The wood's toast. So I'll have to go through and replace all that. But this is the wall I replaced, this corner. Which I really hope that's not rotten out right there. Because I'm not sure that thing was bowed to begin with. But it's alright. It's got other supports there. It goes up to that, and it goes over to that. So, of course, the door. That's why I don't want goats in here. We'll check the thing, but I got my mower moved. I got all this raked out, all the trash picked up, ready to go out. But I built that when I moved in. Of course, put the wood across the bottom. Did all this. Of course, fixed that door. This door was gone. There was no gate there. That was just open. So I don't use this gate very often until I'm ready to clean out these shelters. This is about the only time I use it. Another chicken coop I need to obviously fix because our wind has just torn that stuff up bad. But we'll get this chicken coop all cleaned out. Cages somewhere, maybe just leave them in there for right now. I got an older rototiller. It runs, but it has to be started with a compact drill. Or an impact drill, I'm sorry. Impact drill. Actually pretty clean. Minus a couple of things I need to do. Of course, this pot I had in the house. What I had in it died. And somehow, I'm not sure how, catnip is growing in it now. So I'm leaving it. I'm not moving it. I'm leaving it right there. It's staying right there. Because I know if I move it, the cats are going to want to eat it. So I'm going to leave it. Well, that's what's left in my pile. Spent all day burning leaves and walnuts. That's the last two little pieces of timber that I have to burn. I'm sure there's probably more, but I think I'm done for the day. I think I'm gonna call it a day. And I want to thank you for watching. What am I saying? This is the end of it. I just need to say bye. See you tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one.